Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you stopping by. I thought we'd do a little something different today. Silent night. So my whole life I've pretty much been playing guitar, off and on, but I've never really learned any Christmas songs. I just never have. So my wife asked me to learn a couple. So I'm learning the Christmas Eve Sarajevo one, which is a little more complicated. And then this one, just because I like the way the melody sounds. But I didn't want to learn the chord version. I wanted to learn the single note version, the string version. So that's what I'm going to be showing you here. I just learned this 5 or 6 days ago. So I thought I'd make a good video. Christmas time, very easy beginner lesson here. Let's talk about the gear. So right here I'm using my 2015 Charvel. I don't remember what they call this, like aqua burst, chlorine burst, some kind of burst. Awesome guitar. I mean, the action, you'll probably wouldn't be able to see it, but it's like so low. It's amazing. So this guitar is going into my Line 6 Pod Go, which is then going into my Alto speaker that I have. This is the first video I'm recording with this. I've tested it a couple times. I really like the way it sounds. It's one of those FR speakers. So it sounds way better than my PV amp when you're using a modeler. So without further ado, let's get going here. All right, so this lesson is in the key of C major here. We're only going to be using the bottom 3 strings for this, so pretty simple. And we'll take it line by line here, or section by section. So the first section goes like this. So what that is on the B string, 8, 10, 8, and then 9 on the G. Now I have heard the second phrase is the same thing, except I've heard it 2 ways. I've heard it like this, so, and then repeat, and then I've heard it like this. First section the same, and then it goes. Now that's the one I played. So what that is, just in case you want to know, I don't know, I just feel like this one just sounds better to my ear, but you can do it either way. So that goes like this. If you wanted to do it the second, so the first way is 8, 10, 8, 9. So 8, 10, 8 on the B, and then 9. And I always add vibrato to notes like this. It sounds kind of stale, I guess, when you don't. Like if you just go, I don't know. I just like doing that. So that's the first way. If you wanted to do it the way I played in the intro, then it would go still 8, 10, 8. And then you just go 7 on the G. So let me play it both ways real quick, slowly. That's the first way, or you could do it the second way. Okay. Then we go to the next section, which goes like this. So that's 10 on the high E to 7 on the high E. Okay, so far we have this. And then the next line is on the 8th fret of the E string. Now this one you're going to use 2 strings, meaning the E and the B. So if you don't want the notes, it goes like this. So it's 8 and 8. So it's 8 on the high E twice, and then 8 on the B once. Now if you don't want the notes to bleed through like this, if you don't want them to do that, you have to, what I do is I use my middle finger and I kind of keep it like, if you can see, it's like up, and then when I hit the 2 notes, I like flip it up, and the bottom part of my finger mutes the high E. Because otherwise it'll sound like this. Which, I mean, isn't terrible, but if you want the clean. Now, if you're not using distortion like I am, it might not be a big deal. All right, so let me play that second section real quick again for you. Now comes the next section, which sounds like this. So what that is you're basically on the B. I always slide up to everything, but just for the purposes of this, I won't. So it's going 10, 13, 12, 10. So let me do it again. Okay, one more time. So it's 12, 12, 13, 12, 10, all on the B. And then we just go back to what we played in the very first section. Okay? So I'm going to start it from the high E note. Okay, so again, that last part was just 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 9. 8, 10, 8 on the B, 9 on the G. And then the last kind of section goes on the high E. Let me play it. Okay. So what that is basically you're going back up to 10 on the high E. Now this one you can either slide to, like that. I tend to kind of do it both ways, but basically what you're doing is, so it's 10, 13 on the high E, back to 10, and then 7, right? Then 8, and then back up to 12. You can either stretch it like this or slide. So let me do it again, slowly. So let me call out the notes one more time. So it's 10, 10, 13, 10, 7, 8, 12, and then the last section is another one of those rolls, but it's actually kind of like 2, so it goes like this. So this is the only part I would say that's tricky, other than the stretch, if you're not comfortable with it. So what that is basically where we did the same thing before, the same place. So that's 8 on the high E and 8 on the B. So it goes, and now, but you got to use, well, I use my ring finger because you're going to 9 on the G. So it's like an arpeggio. Like that. So you if you don't want them to bleed through, right, you have to do the lifting of the finger. So that's why I kind of hold my, I wish it was, let me turn my guitar volume down so you can see. This is basically the way I'm holding it. You can kind of see, move up here. And as I'm playing it, I roll it up like this. So play this note, use the bottom part of your finger, and then when you switch over, roll it like that. And that'll stop it'll kill the note. All right, so like I was saying, sorry I had to re-record this section because when I was watching the video I realized I played it right, but I said the wrong fret, so doing it again. So that part we were at was this, where you're doing the 8, 8, 9, the little arpeggio. So remember, that's 8 on the high E, 8 on the B, then 9. So kind of, and then I always slide into this one. So that's 8 on the B, 6 on the B, 7 on the G, and then 5 on the G. So let me play that section. Now you could end it there on the single note. You could also end it with a chord, like a C chord if you wanted to, like this. Right, that one. Or you could do a power chord, like up here, the bar chord. So you could go. Either way, whatever you want to do there. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. It's kind of fun to learn. Again, I've been playing guitar for a long time, and I never learned any Christmas songs. So maybe I'll make a video on that Sarajevo one when I get it down. It's the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. It's pretty tricky. There's some fast, you know, that part. So and then the last part, wait. Well, I'm not even going to play it on here, but because I haven't mastered it yet. But so that's it for Silent Night. Hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate it, you sticking around, and let me know in the comments if this helped you. I appreciate it. Take care.